state of North Carolina, the shade of blue you choose to wear has always been of the utmost importance. Not only on the court in the winter, but also on the field in the fall. So as the leaves turn in Carolina, so do the sights of the Duke and Carolina faithful to two legends on the sidelines who will face each other in this rivalry for the very first time. Everyone knows the stakes are always high when it's Duke and North Carolina. This is ACC college football. Kenan Memorial Stadium is the site of our game this afternoon. It is the rivalry, Duke and North Carolina, the 106th meeting on ACC college football. And this presentation is presented by your local Ford dealer. Chapel Hill, North Carolina, the visitors coming out of the tunnel. The Duke Blue Devils, they have won 3 in a row in the series against North Carolina. And the Tar Heels set to come through the blue smoke here at Kenan Memorial Stadium. They've got the all-Navy uniforms on today. A cannon blast and trying to win in this series for the first time since 2015 when they won on this field against Duke and beat them 66-31. The stage is set. Tom Wermy, James Bates, Kelsey Wingard will join us in just a moment. And we're so glad that you're with us today for the rivalry of North Carolina and Duke. Again, the Blue Devils have won the last 3 meetings between the two teams. But, James, you've been involved in rivalries in your days in the mid-'90s, playing for Florida. You know how big this game is for these players this afternoon.
And it really hit home in our meetings yesterday when Mack Brown told us that he walked into the team meeting at the beginning of the week and said, raise your hand if you've ever beaten Duke. Said 5 hands went up. 5. So this is the seniors' last chance, a lot of them, for a chance to beat their big rival. I can't even imagine what that would feel like to walk around knowing that I never beat Georgia. But on the flip side, if you are Duke, I know what it feels like to always beat Georgia. We've even got a daughter named Georgia. People can't believe it. How'd you name your daughter Georgia? Who knows? They win today. Maybe Quentin Harris will have a Ramesses as a son.
Let's take a look at the standings, James, because beyond the rivalry and the names of children, the standings look like this because Miami's already beaten Pittsburgh, and to stay in the race, the Blue Devils and Tar Heels lead this one.
Yeah, and oh yeah, by the way, it's not just the victory bell that's on the line. Here we go, and anything can and will happen as we're finding out in that Coastal Division. And Duke, you know, Duke sat here 2 weeks ago. They lost to Pitt. Pitt lost today at home to Miami. Anything can happen, but one thing that won't happen, you lose today, and you're pretty much out of it.
This is the first time that Mack Brown and David Cutcliffe have been head coaches, but go head-to-head as the leaders of their programs. And for more on that, we go down to the field and Kelsey Wingard.
You guys, does it get any better than this? You have a sellout crowd, a rivalry game, and like you said, 2 legendary ACC coaches going head-to-head. 23 years combined between the two of them at their respective schools. And like you said, crazy to think this is the first time they're meeting up as head coaches. But this isn't the first time they've met up on a football field. To get to that meeting, we have to go back 40 years to October 9th, 1982, when Mack Brown was a quarterbacks coach at LSU and David Cutcliffe was an offensive assistant at Tennessee. Both of them remembering that game vividly. It resulted in a 24-24 tie. And both of these coaches, they have such great respect for each other. Coach Cut telling us they're both older now and hopefully a little bit better than they were back in 1982. And he said how much he's looking forward to taking the field against Mack Brown today. And Mack Brown telling us they served about 15 years together on the American Football Coaches Association board. And he's also called a few of his games recently when Mack Brown was up in the booth. And he said he would still to this day pick up the phone and call him anytime for advice regarding football, guys. Maybe not the hair that you're looking at now, but they're both still coaching. They both have such respect for each other. But today, it is all about the victory bell. Victory bell on the line, and it should be a fun one today here at UNC, guys.
Absolutely, Kelsey. Better and maybe even better looking. That was some good-looking hair. How about the memories? These two coaches, they can go back and tell you just about every play from that game and everyone in between, and about to get it on right now in Kenan.
North Carolina won the toss. It is the first time this season that Duke has not won the coin toss, and North Carolina elected to defer. So they will put it in the air. Phil Yaw Johnson just about to the 20-yard line. The return was 20 yards to start the game for the Blue Devils, who come in with a record of 4-3, 2-2 in conference play, 2-1 away from Wallace Wade Stadium. And their quarterback is Quentin Harris, the senior from Wilson, Connecticut.
12 touchdowns on the season, the 6 interceptions. And those interceptions have been so costly in the 2 ACC losses. 11 turnovers, a lot of them coming, unfortunately, from the hands of the senior quarterback. First and foremost, this offense has to hang on to the pigskin here today.
5 turnovers last week in their loss at Virginia. Harris going for a long ball past the 45-yard line. It is incomplete. Up to Bracey, and that is ruled a catch for Bracey. Storm Duck was covering. How did he hang on?
Well, Storm Duck is right there, good position. How about Bracey not only fighting off to buy a little bit of space, but the concentration? They'll obviously take a look at it just like they do every play, but will they stop it? It certainly looked like there was a bobble at the end. Remember, it can hit the ground. It's just the ground cannot help you catch the ball.
Didn't complete the catch process. It's an incomplete.
So it was under review, and you just heard the officials confirming that it was incomplete. The call on the field was complete. So there was enough video evidence to overturn the call.
And there you have it right there. That's your best look at it. And it wasn't in control. Had that ball been in control, had he had control going down, it happened to touch the ground, it's a catch. But that wasn't the case. The ground aided him in catching the football. That's a great call and good hustle upstairs from the replay booth. Tom
Zamorsky is our replay official. Riley Johnson is our referee. Every play so critical between these two teams playing for the 106th time. It is a handoff and not much there. There is no gain on the second down play. Aaron Crawford and DJ Ford converge on the ball carrier.
Yeah, 2 key parts of this defense. Watch them right here in the middle. They're going to come from the edge, but most importantly, the double team on Crawford. He stands him right up. Wallaball, the center, and stuffs it. Buddy's come to help him out, and it's a 3rd down and 10 now.
39% on 3rd down of the season for Duke. That is 7th in the conference. Harris gets rid of it. That's going to be well short of the marker up near the 25-yard line. Calhoun made the catch. An aggressive tackle from Miles Dorn, the senior from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, Miles Dorn, he just has such a good feel for the game of football. He knows where they are on the field, where they're trying to get. Put your heels at those sticks. That's where they're going, where they're trying to break off those routes right in front of you. Just come up, make the play. And he does just that. You can have those all day long on 3rd and 10.
Daz Newsome, the deep man for North Carolina. Austin Parker to punt, the senior. Newsome's going to backtrack. He's going backwards inside the 20. Newsome tried to make a play on it. The punt was 55 yards. And the return was -4. Jalen Alexander on the tackle for Duke on special teams. And now the freshman Sam Howell's coming out for Carolina.
20 touchdown passes, and we're just coming down the home stretch here in his true freshman season. Sam Howell has been so special for this offense, for this football team. And here he gets his first crack at the big rival, the Duke Blue Devils, a Carolina kid from Indian Trail, North Carolina, so he certainly knows all about this Duke-North Carolina rivalry.
5 TD passes a week ago for Howell. He'll hand off on 1st down. Carter forgot the football near the 20, but alertly got back to it. He was thinking 1st down, past the 20, dropped the football as it came out after contact from Singleton, and 6 yards on the play.
Well, and for good reason. He wasn't just thinking 1st down. He saw daylight and was thinking touchdown. And holding on for dear life and lucky to get a strip there was Dylan Singleton.
Carter again for the 1st down this time. Ball security. Waters had the tackle for Duke. That's a 5-yard carry from Michael Carter, the junior.
The strength of this Duke football team has been the defense.
North Carolina has the football. Sam Howell, the freshman, puts a little touch on that one, looking for Newsome. Flags come out near midfield. The struggle continues for the football.
It's a completed catch. 1st down.
importantly, what a catch. Daz Newsome dropped one on the last series, and he wasn't letting go of this one. The coverage was there a little bit too much. If you snap the head around Alexander, you're going to have a chance.
Anderson, the center, sophomore from Montgomery, Alabama, on the same page with Howell. Pocket started to collapse. Howell trying to freelance and throw. Into traffic. Picked off at the 25-yard line. Marquise Waters.
Pressure is there in a hurry. Dimukeji again has a chance. Adam up there gets pushed inside. You've got another miss from Tangelo. And showing you what he can do to buy some time with his legs out. But he just throws it up right in the middle, hoping he gets a break from his receiver. North Carolina on the track twice, and here's an interception.
And that pass by Harris is on target to Jake Bobo. And a first down for Duke. 0 for 2 so far in the game on third down. Harris to the left side at the 35-yard line. Jake Bobo, what a catch with Hollins all over him.
In this game, we've had some good tight coverage. Guys are in position. Watch those eyes. Those eyes get big. Those hands go up. It's for a reason. Nice things, and that's what they rep all the time in practice. Nice to hook up by Duke.
Harris throws again, adjusting to the football and making the catch. Jalen Calhoun. In the red zone, efficiency and offense. They're going to run it up the middle to the 5-yard line towards the goal line. The ball bounces out and through the end zone as Durant was carrying it. So the officials ruled that Durant was down right near the 1-yard line. They did take a look at it. The ball came out, but he was down prior to the fumble.
There's the knee down, and then maybe even the elbow as well. Ball comes out. So good call on the field and a good job to review it. Our second reviewer, we've had to take some time already today. Want to make sure we get them all right. So first down and goal now for the Blue Devils.
9th play of the drive. Harris trying to take it in. Came up short of the goal line, according to the officials. Coming in from either side, there is no gain on the play. Maybe just a little bit, a couple of inches or so. That ball was spotted just inside the 1-yard line. Aaron Crawford clogging up the middle. And now the 10th play coming to this drive.
Crawford and company, look at him trying to get low. You see that shot right there in the middle, Wallabar and Crawford. Hats, who's going to get the lower hat right there? Carolina wins on down 1. What happens here on second and goal?
From about 6 inches away, and a flag comes out. Carolina defense pointing at Duke.
Offense number 67. 5-yard penalty.
Right side of the line there, the right guard there. You see Rock Chambers, the guilty party, and costly. That's why. Give us a blade of grass. Put it at the 1. Just give us a few downs. Keep them out of that end zone. You give yourself a chance. And that helps out a little bit here defensively.
Harris to the end zone. Incomplete. Jake Bobo was the target. Greg Ross, who has been challenged all season long at that corner position, came up with the play for North Carolina.
And good for Greg Ross. They're going to continue to pick on him, forced into this starting role. He's there in position, trying to go up and fight. And really what happens, Bobo doesn't give himself enough padding there. You got to line up even closer to the body of that offense, so you give yourself a little bit of padding to run that route, and your quarterback a chance to drop it in.
3rd and goal. Harris looking left all the way with some touch into the end zone. Incomplete. Noah Gray with DJ Ford back there, and DJ Ford wants to let Noah Gray know that it's going to be 4th down. Maybe he said something else. I don't know.
Well, Gray coming from the interior did have a little bit more space. There he is in the slot, little shake. He's got to focus on getting that foot down. Nice job by Ford to make sure he forces him out. And how about this stand here? First down and goal for the defense. Force him to a field goal try.
A.J. Reed from 23 yards away to go 9 for 9 on the season. And the field goal by A.J. Reed is good. He's perfect on the year now after making that field goal. 23 yards away to get Duke on the board first in this rivalry.
Well, a rivalry, as we'll hit on throughout for this victory bell, and it's just in recent years it's been lopsided to the side of Duke. 3 in a row, 5 of the last 7. But when the head ball coach was back over there at Duke, he changed things back then. There's Coach Spurrier in the middle, joined us on the broadcast a couple weeks ago. 41-0 in front of this scoreboard. And boy, did that ruffle some feathers here in Chapel Hill. Took a picture. It was actually Jerry Collins. Coach Collins, an assistant on his staff, the photographer of that picture, used it as their Christmas cards and sent them out. But Mack Brown said, you know what, fine, it helped us win the next 8 in a row for motivation.
Michael Carter on the kick return. Past the 35-yard line and near the 40 from Michael Carter. Phil Johnson at the tackle on the kickoff. 38 yards on the return from Michael Carter. Up near midfield. And enough for a first down to the 49 of Duke for Javonte Williams at 11 yards on the ground.
Williams a couple weeks ago against Georgia Tech. 144 yards. These backs run with a purpose. Robert Gillespie, their running back coach. Great back himself in college. It's got him going.
Right back to Williams. And cut down by Singleton. 6 yards on that run for Javonte Williams, a sophomore from Wallace, North Carolina. Goes 5'10", 215.
The numbers last weekend in Blacksburg in the 6 overtime game.
Longest game in the history of the Atlantic Coast Conference just a week ago in Blacksburg. That's a first down run near the 35, and it's Williams again. 10 yards on that chunk. Hayward the tackle for Duke.
The big boys up front for the Tar Heels are getting up and getting after it. They're hunting down these defenders right now at that second level. Kobe Kwanzaa, he's catching a couple times. He's got to step up there and meet some of these big guys. You got to deliver the blow. You cannot absorb it. You can't just sit there and catch it, or it'll be a rough day.
Howell continues to hand it off. This is Michael Carter dancing his way to the 30-yard line and then to 29. After 5 yards for Michael Carter. He had a big game a season ago, James, when they played in Durham, but lost 42-35. He ran for 148 and a touchdown.
Kelsey Wingert did the hit off the top of the show about way back 1982, LSU and Tennessee. And Mack Brown, what he remembered most about that, he said, I think I ran the same running play 6-7 times in a row. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's what seems to be going on right here. They're having success on the ground. Keep coming back to it till they stop it.
This is Carter inside the 25 as he drags that small pile. First down, North Carolina. Hornbuckle on the tackle. Coach Brown, 8-2 against Duke. He lost his first 2 years against the Blue Devils, but then won 8 in a row to close out his first stint as the head coach of the Tar Heels. Howell has not attempted a pass on this drive. It's been all on the ground for North Carolina. Now 3rd and 5. Howell from the pocket, looking for the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Bo Corrales on 3rd down. He beat Leonard Johnson.
They straighten up that tie with that celebration, and why not? That looked pretty. Wow. Stepping out right here. How about the throw by the freshman quarterback? What a beautifully thrown football. And a nice route. That's that cushion there on the sidelines I was talking about earlier. Work to perfection.
29 yards on the pass play. Not exactly a thing of beauty from Jonathan Kim, but it'll count. And that's his first kick for points this season. Not a kickoff, but the first extra point for Kim.
Sam Howell says no problem. He's got a little bit of time there. Corrales with plenty of space to work that route and work for that ball. Give his quarterback a chance to drop it in. He does just that. 7 push-ups, and you get a feeling that Ramnis is going to have to get up on that board quite a few times here today. There could be a lot of points scored back and forth in this one.
Just 1:36 to go in our first quarter. North Carolina has taken the 7-3 lead on the touchdown pass by Sam Howell to Bo Corrales. Phil Johnson will watch it sail over his head through the end zone. Blue Devils from the 20 after the penalty. Pass is incomplete to Darryl Harding Jr. That's Ross, number 10 in Carolina blue and navy. They're breaking out those uniforms for the first time this season. And that is the end of the first quarter. Duke and North Carolina. The rivalry through the first quarter. Howell with the touchdown pass to Corrales for the 7-3 lead for North Carolina. Ready to start the second quarter.
Again, Carolina's done a good job there in the middle, standing up this Duke offensive line.
Harris takes off, cannot shed a tackler, and dives forward to the 45-yard line. Gimel will get credit for the tackle and 4 yards on the run by Quentin Harris, who was the leading rusher for the team last week, but only 37 yards gained against Virginia. In fact, Duke only had 250 yards of total offense, James, last week against the Cavaliers.
Well, just 73 yards against Virginia in that first quarter. And they didn't run a play in Virginia territory in the first half last week. Trying to get into Carolina territory here with the first down.
And it's 3rd and 6 right at midfield. Caught at a first down. Jake Bobo, the sophomore from Belmont, Massachusetts, 7 yards. Tackled by Ross. It's his 3rd catch of the game.
Nice job by the senior Quentin Harris to lace this one in there. He had Gemmel trailing, had to make it a perfect throw. He does just that. Bobo runs his route right at the sticks. Fresh set of downs.
I thought Bobo only had 3 catches all season coming into the afternoon. That's behind the defender and caught as Scott Bracey came back to it. Hollins went flying on by. Ball down to the 27 and 20 yards on the play.
Nice back shoulder throw. You get going full speed, and you feel for a guy like Hollins here. I mean, that's got to be one of the toughest things in any sport to do, is to cover a guy. You feel like you're in good position, and then, oh, by the way, that ball's sitting there waiting for him.
20 yards on the Bracey catch, his first of the game. Quentin Harris is the quarterback. Ball came out on the hit. Harris went down. North Carolina's got the football. Dominique Ross made the hit. Jason Strobridge covers for the Tar Heels.
Dominique Ross off this right edge, basically untouched as he blows right by Noah Gray. And one thing's for sure, if I'm on this Carolina defense and I got a chance at it, I'm going after that pigskin, because what you've seen on tape with the big turnover belt, look at that, that's pretty, that's like Ric Flair. Strobridge picking it up. But you need to let Dominique Ross hold on to it a little bit too, because he did such a great job of coming through and going right after that football and ripping through, putting it on the ground. And a big turnover. Duke driving right there, looking pretty good offensively.
They flip it out to Carter, accelerating, and up near midfield. First down and more, Michael Carter. Michael Carter II had the tackle for Duke after 19 yards.
David Cutcliffe has had an issue with his guys blocking on the perimeter. That's not the case right here for Carolina. Look at him getting after it on the outside. Great job by Tucker and Brown outside, helping to spring that big play. Nice job on the perimeter there by the Carolina guys.
Carter gets tripped up. Trey Hornbuckle and a loss of 2. The previous play was ruled a pass play. This is a rush and a loss on the play for North Carolina. Ball back to their side of the 50. Freshman from Indian Trail, North Carolina, Sun Valley High School. Threw for over 17,000 yards in high school. That a North Carolina State record.
He told us yesterday a lot of those games were really tight ones. He's used to playing in these back and forth games.
Hesitation, Antonio Williams, and he's dragged down inside the 30. Howell sold it, handed it off to Williams, and Alexander had to make the tackle.
Again, the guys in the middle doing such a good job against what is a pretty good
front seven of Duke, but nobody there.
And Williams taking advantage.
24 yards on that run. Now the pass down by the 5, and it's too far for Garrett Walston, the tight end. As Singleton tried to stay with Walston, the junior from Wilmington, North Carolina.
We see a little crossing. He had a step and a chance at it. Safety late coming over to help. There's 2nd down and 10 coming up now.
Javonte Williams is the back to the right and slightly offset of Howell. They fake it to him. Unload it to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Groves. Waters was there as well defensively for Duke.
Waters, who had the interception earlier. You see him watch those eyes? That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Those eyes get big. Hey, those hands are going up. Rip through those wrists. Knock it away. And he had a step on him. Again, these guys competing on both teams. Don't give up. We saw Gemmel just a few moments ago was beat by a couple steps. Put your head down and get back in phase. Rips it away. Nice defensive play, but they got to put one more out there on 3rd and 10 now.
9th play of the drive for North Carolina. They try that little delay again. Williams gets away from the initial tackle as Tangelo was there, but can't get away from the second wave. Loss of 8 yards on the play for North Carolina, 4th down.
Back-to-back 3rd down and longs. They try to run it on Duke, and back-to-back times they stuff it. And so now you've got, it's been an adventure here trying these field goals for Mack Brown, and a new field goal kicker in Jonathan Kim, named after that Virginia Tech game.
So this will be his first attempt for the freshman from Fredericksburg, Virginia. 52 yards away for Kim. It's no good. Appeared to have the distance.
North Carolina practices on Sunday. Mack Brown said we came back and I gave him a chance to kick it and win it at practice, and he missed that one, but he still gave him another opportunity.
Jonathan Kim just had his first attempt of his career in a Tar Heel uniform for the freshman, but from 52 yards away, James.
Yeah, a tough one to lose 8 yards on 3rd down. He knew it immediately. Mack Brown at the end of each practice, he lets the kicker kick it for the win, counts him down, puts some pressure on him, and he said Kim missed it on Sunday, but he felt okay with him. It's a tough one because it's a long try, and you give it to him in such good field position, you know, and you're gosh, it's 4th and forever. So do you go for it, or do you have a quarterback maybe in there? Just can Sam Howell just kind of pooch it down there, a little quick kick to help you out? Nevertheless, it's Duke football.
Now, Kim had seen action on kickoffs.
And done a great job, Tom. Came in and kicked it out of the back of the end zone 5 times against Virginia Tech. There's Noah Ruggles, the other kicker.
Ruggles made a field goal in overtime, but missed from 35 yards away and had a 44-yarder block last week at Virginia Tech in that 43-41 epic loss in 6 overtimes. Harris escapes the pocket, tries to lunge for the 45-yard line. That's what he needed to get. Did he come up just a little bit short as Strobridge came over to impede his progress?
He did, and a good job by Strobridge to flatten out, go make that play, get off the spot. Watch 55 here on the inside. Watch him separate, use those hands. Now look at him go. To go run this guy down, and some help, of course, from Surratt to get up there and fill. Too many times against Virginia, Duke was stuffed in 3rd and short, 4th and short situations. Here's a big one.
14 of 21 in the season for Duke on 4th down. They just needed probably less than a yard, and Harris on the keep late in the 2nd quarter. He's got it for the 1st down. So that's 22 times that Duke has attempted to convert on 4th down, the most in the conference. They've now gotten it 15 times. Not afraid to go for it on 4th down. Now on 1st down, Harris, the pass. near the 35-yard line and caught. 81, Aaron Young for Duke.
Goes after his big body receiver, Young, 6'4", 210. Again, there's Ross. Again, Ross is in position. But again, that back shoulder throw is so tough to defend. And a nice job, nice throw to put it there for him. And Young, good job. Go back and adjust to it.
Just 28 yards rushing in this first half for the Blue Devils. Harris wants to throw through the progression down the sideline. Looked like Noah Gray was running down there with Ross. Incomplete, no flags. Clean play, 42 seconds to go in the second.
One thing that this Carolina defense has done is kept David Cutcliffe's offense in front of him. Not let him get the big play. They continue to fight, and that's when mistakes can happen. When you make them drive, you make them go play after play after play and not give the big hitters.
Harris near the 11-yard line and picked off Dominique Ross. It appeared to go through the fingertips of the receiver. So Ross has the interception.
And over the middle, this should be an easy throw for Quentin Harris. He's got time, a little bit of pressure late from Surratt. Too high and behind Bracy. And Ross forced the fumble earlier. Didn't get to wear that belt. Now he's going to wear it. He's had a big game so far, the senior from Jacksonville. Boy, big stop for North Carolina as Duke's driving, trying to go down and add some to that 3 points. Just 3 points given up there on that first series.
Ross has his first interception of the season. Howell's going to hand it off to Michael Carter. Just 2 yards, but the final seconds here of this second quarter, with North Carolina up 7-3 on a touchdown pass in the first quarter from Howell to Corrales. They do not have to snap the football. So that'll be it for the first half. North Carolina going to the locker room with the lead. Sam Howell with the touchdown pass in the first quarter, his 21st of the season. Bo Corrales, 5th TD catch of the year. And for Duke, a 23-yard field goal in the first quarter by A.J. Reed, and that accounts for the 3 points for the Blue Devils. Low scoring, hard hitting, competitive. That's what you get from Duke and North Carolina, and the rivalry as we go down to Kelsey.
Thank you guys so much down here, like you said, with Mack Brown now, and we just saw it on display by Dominique Ross there again, but it's a big defensive game for both teams. Your defense looking pretty good. How did you feel about their first half?
Yeah, we forced 2 turnovers. We gave up 1 on the throw. They got 3 out of theirs. We haven't gotten any out of our turnovers yet, but we get the ball to start second half. We're running the ball effectively. We're just giving up too many big plays on offense where we're putting ourselves behind the chains. So this is a pretty even football game. So the team that makes the fewest mistakes second half is going to win the game.
We know they were preparing to face Sam Howell. The season he's had so far, only 4 completions in the first half. What would you like to see from him in the second half?
Well, we've got to do a better job offensively, protect better, get some people spread out. We're running the ball so well, we didn't throw it as much. We'll probably have to be more balanced second half.
Thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the second half.
Kelsey, thanks. Coach Brown's defense held Duke to 0 points in the second quarter. They had scored 90 this season in the second period, and North Carolina keeps them out of the end zone. And just a field goal for Duke. The touchdown for North Carolina. TD pass Howell to Corrales. Halftime straight ahead. Homecoming in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and the rivalry. Duke and North Carolina. Who will take it all and ring the victory bell with the Tar Heels up 7-3 at halftime and trying to stop a 3-game winning streak of the series by the Blue Devils. Tar Heels last won it back in 2015 at home, 66-31. Last year a loss in Durham, 42-35 to the Blue Devils. And what Mack Brown's team has been able to accomplish in the first half, James, on their drives.
Well, and what he pointed out to Kelsey Winger going into the halftime locker room, he mentioned the big plays from the Duke defense to knock them backwards.
Keep in mind, James, North Carolina, 435 yards of total offense per game. That is 5th in the conference, and just 161 in the first half. Antonio Williams, Michael Carter, the deep men to get us started in the second half. There will be no return into the end zone, and North Carolina in those dark navy blue uniforms with the Carolina blue.
Pretty cool. Let's see how good they look, though, and if they march up and down the field here in the second half.
Howell wants to pass, needs to improvise, extending the play, and watch out. Trying to get away, and now reinforcements come for the tackle for Duke. And that's the second sack for the Blue Devils and a loss of 5 on the play. Chris Rumpf.
Well, we talked about going backwards, and Rumpf finally gets to him. Just the pursuit continuing to go, and it's Rumpf who's been outstanding as a freshman and then as a sophomore to hold him down first, but even better job in the secondary. You know how hard it is to cover guys for that long? Great job.
Kwanzaa also had a shot at the quarterback. This is up past the 35-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Michael Carter breaking free for 16 yards for the Heels.
Watch the middle of the line. Watch 68, Brian Anderson, the center. Look at him drive his guy. Trevin McSwain knocks him down. These backs running with a purpose.
This is Carter again. Past midfield for North Carolina. Waters bumped him out of bounds. 17 yards for Carter.
Keep it coming until they show you they can stop it. Keep them on their heels and keep just pounding it. This 1-2 punch of Michael Carter, Javonte Williams.
Runs of 16 and 17 yards for Carter. Now the deep pass near the 10-yard line toward the end zone. Daz Newsome on the touchdown for the Tar Heels. 47 yards.
Oh, what a pretty throw. The run works, and then you freeze everybody inside to buy yourself some time with the play-action pass, but the play-action pass that doesn't really matter for Alexander as he's trailing the entire time. A perfectly thrown football once again by Sam Howell. Great catch by Newsome. And how's that for a quick strike?
And this is Noah Ruggles into the game for the extra point, and it's good. Daz Newsome, the TD snare, and he takes it to the house.
Well, rocking the baby over on the sideline. He's got a baby girl that's coming to town for Halloween. Dressing her up. Wish she was here right now. Look at her. Nighty-night. And rocking coming out of the halftime locker room. These Tar Heels with a quick touchdown.
Philyaw Johnson past the 25-yard line. The return was 18 yards.
Daz Newsome. How about this? Kelsey Winger yesterday. We're talking with Daz Newsome. What a blast it was. Where'd you get your name, Daz? Oh, my dad liked Daz Dillinger. Daz Dillinger, West Coast rep. Those Snoop Dogg days. Corrupt, Nate Dogg, all those guys. That was kind of an interesting gem. How about that? You know, and I was a little disappointed, though. I got to admit to say, well, that music, it's better than today's rap, right? He goes, no, I like the guys today. So only get so far with it. Got his brother Dion that played, of course, at Virginia Tech a few years ago.
This is Dion Jackson for the Blue Devils. Close to the marker. Had to get near that 36-yard line for the Blue Devils.
Well, Tom, important series here for Duke offensively, and especially their senior quarterback. They have got to get some confidence in Quentin Harris right now. And there's the quarterback whisperer over there, David Cutcliffe. If anybody knows what to say to a young man, it's that guy right there. But they need 18 to get a little feel-good going on once again.
Harris to pass. It's complete. Open space for Deion Jackson across the 50. Deion Jackson turns it upfield. Miles Doran forces him out of bounds.
Well, and that will certainly help. Swing one out to your back. Deion Jackson, a high percentage throw and catch. And let him do the rest of the work. Little play pass to Jackson, and dumping it off to him. He's had trouble throwing it down the middle here tonight.
Harris can't get away. Chaz Surratt had him around the ankles. And the 4th sack of the game for North Carolina.
Big playmaker. Here he is, 21, the former quarterback. Little delayed blitz. Let these guys pick up their blocks. The delay coming, nobody there. Everybody thinks that 21 isn't coming. Surratt uses that speed, and because he is such a good athlete, he can turn it on late. Nobody there for him, and a quick drop. So just when you go forward, you're going back the other way.
Through the line is Jackson. Makes a move at the 30. And they ride him out of bounds inside the 15. Surratt. Deion Jackson finding some space for 24 yards and a first down for the Blue Devils.
Well, it's unbelievable. It's one for you and one for me. Winning the battle up front, the offensive line, once again, after you give up the big sack, you got them back on their heels. Then they run one right up the gut for a first down.
Durant is in there at running back now for Duke. Jackson got a breather on this drive for Jackson. 32 yards rushing for Deion Jackson to move that ball into scoring position at the 11-yard line now for Duke. Duke now inside the CPI security red zone.
Well, just like Carolina, you've got the 1-2 of Carter and Williams. It's the same thing goes for Duke. Out goes Jackson, but Durant very capable.
1 for 1 in the red zone. They're looking for the touchdown thrown into the end zone, and a touchdown for the Blue Devils. Scott Bracey had the catch on the throw from Quentin Harris. Bracey beats Ross 11 yards and a touchdown for Duke.
Bracey's been a big target here throughout the night, and again, we've seen it so many times. Ross just hanging on there for dear life and using those big bodies. 6'2", 206 goes Bracey. Walls him off, and I mean, even with the arms coming through, draped all over him. What a big touchdown to answer for the Duke Blue Devils. A nice throw by Harris. That'll do it for some confidence.
A.J. Reed with the extra point. So Bracey on the season, his 2nd receiving touchdown, had the first of his career last week at Virginia in a losing effort. But this one is Harris to Bracey. 14-10 Heels. Bracey with the touchdown catch. 14-10 Heels in front as they play for the victory bell. And for more on that, down to the field and Kelsey Winger.
Yeah, the victory bell is back up for grabs. Duke has had it for the last 3 years. It's been on display in their football facility. Now, you were saying that these teams have faced off every year since 1922. Well, this bell came in 1948. It was actually 2 head cheerleaders, one from each team, that decided that this was something they wanted to do. So the Duke cheerleader actually designed it, and the UNC cheerleader went and secured the bell from an old railroad train. So this has been going on, like I said, since 1948. North Carolina did win that first game that it was up for grabs, 20-0. We'll see if they can get it back this week, guys.
Well, if the Heels can win this one here tonight, Kelsey, it won't stay Duke Blue for very long. It'll be Carolina Blue in a hurry after 3 years. They're at Duke.
Michael Carter, a couple of steps into the end zone, and that's where he will stay.
Carolina again. They're doing their job of keep making them work, making them take those long drives, not giving up the huge chunk plays. They got to keep that up because it's been a mistake-prone Duke offense.
Howell's pass deflected and intercepted at the 29. Jalen Alexander for Duke. Alexander finally run down near the 5. Victor Dimukeji deflected that pass attempt by Sam Howell. Up in the air, Jalen Alexander with the interception for the Blue Devils.
Howell not the tallest guy in the world. So you get those hands up, and you're going to have a chance. And we've seen that time and time again. We saw it from Rumpf earlier. The separation, use those hands. If you're not going to get to the quarterback, get those hands up. And how about Alexander? Boy, lucky they get this one back, and a good hustle play to knock that ball out. It goes out of bounds, though, and Alexander, turnover's the name of the game in this one. It's going to be so close, it seems like, all the way to the wire. And right now, holding serve is this Duke offense looking to punch it in here and retake the lead.
23 yards on the return from Alexander, his second interception of the season. This is Harris, wants to take off, trying to get to the end zone, and he does. Quentin Harris turns the interception into points for the Blue Devils, and they've taken the lead on the 7-yard run for a score.
If you're a Duke Blue Devil fan, all that matters right now is that big old smile on the face of Quentin Harris, because it was a quarterback that was struggling there in the first half. He had another fumble, missed a few throws, and with the throw and that run, Blue Devils hoping he's back on track as the extra point goes through as well.
10 points now off of Carolina turnovers, and this is Quentin Harris on the run for his 6th rushing touchdown of the season, and more importantly, the Blue Devils pull in front after the interception by Alexander. Mack Brown is 8-2 in his career as the head coach of North Carolina against Duke. Back for his second stint as the head coach of the Tar Heels. In his first season, they're 3-4, 2-2 in conference play. But it seems like every game they have played this season, James, has been a close, competitive battle with all the opposition they have faced this year. They came out of the gate with a couple of exciting fourth-quarter comebacks as well to start the season. Left side, past the 30. Javonte Williams. Rugged running from Williams in 12 yards and a first down.
I'll say, just running through contact and running with guys hanging on you and refusing to go down right away with that first hit. Javonte Williams and Michael Carter both running strong.
Javonte Williams past the 40-yard line. Those last 2 scores by the Blue Devils. Here in this quarter, just 20 seconds elapsing on the clock between the 2 plays, the Bracey touchdown catch and a run by Quentin Harris. And let's see if North Carolina can respond with a roundhouse of its own. Antonio Williams, now the back to the left of Sam Howell. High step in his way past the 45 and diving into Duke real estate. Alexander made the tackle. That's Antonio Williams, the senior from New London, North Carolina, for 8 yards.
Jordan Tucker, the tackle, doing a great job getting up to the next level and help make that happen.
Michael Carter, short of the 30, 4 yards. Derek Tangelo, who just came into the game for Taj Rice, makes the tackle.
Well, keep feeding these running backs. Keep feeding that offensive line, because when you've got running backs running like this for Longo, your offensive line really appreciates it. And that's what you play football for, as an offensive lineman, to try to maul people.
This pass complete to Groves. Near the 25-yard line, that's what he had to get for the first down. It's going to be relatively close here as Michael Carter, the second for Duke, made the play defensively. Our yellow line is unofficial, but it appears that he has enough. Will it require a measurement? It will not. First down. They got 6 yards on the play, so spotted at the 25. How about the season for North Carolina, James? Last 5 games, they're 1-4. Those 4 losses decided by a total of 12 points. And they played 6 OTs last week. Howell with a chance to the end zone and incomplete. Michael Carter was the receiver. Shaka Hayward, the redshirt freshman, back in coverage for Duke.
Well, I like the play call. You got to try it. Remember, Brandon Hill is out for today, the starter at linebacker. Shaka Hayward has had a few big plays here in this one. Try him on a little route, get him outside, isolated on the back. Had some help coming out late from the safety. Did a good job in coverage there against Carter.
10th play of the drive for Sam Howell, the freshman from Indian Trail, North Carolina, and Sun Valley High School. They hand it off. Javonte Williams just inside that 20-yard line, 6 yards for Javonte Williams. Hayward the tackle, Singleton as well.
Taking it to him. 215 pounds versus 235, yet the 215 wins. I mean, time and time again, Javonte Williams is hit, and he falls forward for another 3, another 4, and sometimes he's breaking those tackles. And you got to bring everything you have and a little bit of help from your buddies to bring him down tonight.
This is a 3rd down play that's going to come up short to the 18-yard line for Javonte Williams. With just over 4.5 minutes to go in the quarter now.
And again, Tom, I mean, he's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he gets 2 yards out of it. It's just running with a lot of passion. Both these backs right now behind an offensive line that's doing a fine job blocking. And here's another try. It's Ruggles in now. We saw Kim with the miss earlier from 52, and here's Ruggles, the sophomore, back in for this try.
This will be from 34 yards away. He's 10 of 16 on the season. Ruggles. It is good. Not by a whole lot, but Ruggles with the field goal. And everybody in the stadium can exhale, other than the Duke fans, because Ruggles just tied this game.
And here we go, partner.
Yep, banging out the push-ups for North Carolina. It all adds up to 17 all, thanks to Ruggles. James, you mentioned Kim. He had attempted a field goal, the first of his career, from 52 yards away in the second quarter, and had missed that one. And Ruggles, I'm telling you, it was not by much, but he made it.
Kim back in there to kick it off and doing what he does best through the back of the end zone. David Cutcliffe's got his offense back out there once again now.
Those 2 touchdowns just 20 seconds apart as that is broken up near the 45-yard line. Greg Ross was back there. Scott Bracey, who you saw in the highlight package with the 11-yard touchdown reception in this quarter.
Oh, Ross continues to fight. Look at him. Snap that head around.
James, I really like the no flag. Those 2 guys are fighting for the football. Equal opportunity for both players.
I do, and I mean, Greg Ross, I like it for Greg Ross because he's just fought so hard. They've gone at him time again. Here he is.
That is a completion to Bracey, 9 yards. 3rd catch for Bracey.
You know, and that's a nice play call there by Zach Roper, by David Cutcliffe. You run them down the sideline so many times, hook them up right there, nice short gain, and here's a 1st down.
And they've got it with Durant. Mateo Durant to the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the rush for Durant.
Look at him moving up front. Good job by Gray coming over and picking up Ross. And Mateo Durant, who can scoot. He's got a nice explosive burst. He's really good in space. In there for Deion Jackson right now next to Quentin Harris.
Harris has to run away and cannot escape. 5th sack of the game, North Carolina. And this is Gibble with his 2nd.
Boy, Gemmel just bringing the wood and running him over into Strobridge. 21, Mateo Durant just gave him praises for this running, but he's not as good as Deion Jackson, pass protected. He runs up and he just trades a blow with Gemmel and then lets him run free, gives him the inside lane no less, right to his quarterback, and a big drop when things are starting to go the way of the Duke Blue Devils. They go backwards thanks to Gemmel and Strobridge.
A season-high 5 sacks in the game for North Carolina. To the ground game and Deion Jackson. 2:20 to go in the 3rd. Jackson got 8. Tackled by Alan Cater. 17 all. Late in the 3rd. Duke and North Carolina. Harris on 3rd down. Fires and hits his man near midfield. Noah Gray. Gray needed to get to the 49 of of North Carolina. They got 6 yards. And it's 4th and 1.
I'm not sure he got it. They brought the blitz late again by Surratt. Surratt a little bit too late to get there. And be careful now anytime Austin Parker's out there. There may be a little RPO at times. Run punt option.
There is no fake punt away. Groves wants the fair catch near the 11. And he makes it successfully. Almost 5 seconds of hang time and 49 yards on the punt. Tied at 17. Headed to the 4th. And you've just watched the 4th. Presented by Lincoln Financial. Tied at 17 on our game summary. Blue Devils and Tar Heels for the victory bell. Blue Devils have scored 10 points off of those 2 turnovers. A rushing TD for Quentin Harris. And we're ready to start the 4th quarter. It has been the money quarter for North Carolina. We'll see what they're able to do against their rival and trying to snap a 3-game losing streak in the series. Williams, he's racing. 40-yard line, stiff arm, and he rides his man up to midfield. Javonte Williams.
Sideline appreciates it. The entire crowd here in Kenan appreciates it. Look at the guys up front. Demukeji, they run him down the line, and then it's off to the races with Williams. And the way he delivers the blow at the end of the run, impressive as well, but they can't back it up with a nice play. In there is Rumpf and company in a hurry on 1st down.
40 yards on the play, up there midfield. 89 yards rushing. Javonte Williams in the game. Delivers the punishment at the tail end of the run. And now Antonio Williams has come in as the back to the left of Sam Howell, the freshman quarterback who's thrown 2 TD passes in the game. Howell floats it. Complete near the 30. Emery Simmons, number 14, the freshman. 20 yards on the play and a 1st down Tar Heels.
Heels with a little back shoulder of their own. Lets them run on by, and Simmons with a nice catch and a nice throw by Howell to have it sitting there waiting on him. Nice pitch and catch.
Antonio Williams fights his way down to the 25-yard line. That is 5 yards for Antonio Williams, the senior. James, you were talking about seniors involved in this game, and keeping in mind that North Carolina has lost the last 3 to Duke.
Well, and seniors from North Carolina, no less, and that's exactly what you have in Antonio Williams. He was huge in the South Carolina win in the 4th quarter for the win.
The game against South Carolina, first of the season, August 31st of the 24-20 win in Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium. That's where these teams are trying to get to. That ACC title game. Trying to stay alive in the Coastal Division race. Coach Longo, the first-year offensive coordinator for North Carolina. What is the choice on 3rd and 3? They are 3 of 11 on 3rd down. And Javonte Williams, the back. 3rd and short. Pressure comes. And the pass incomplete from Howell. Looking for Simmons, but really had no chance on that play as Michael Carter defended.
Matt Carreri, defensive coordinator for Duke, brought just about everybody with a white helmet on. And they were there in a hurry. Howell had to get rid of it. Here comes that field goal unit one more time.
So it's going to be Ruggles from 40 yards away. He made a field goal attempt in the 3rd quarter of 34 yards. This a 40-yard attempt for Noah Ruggles, the sophomore, to put the Tar Heels in front. Ruggles going right down Broadway. 2 for 2 for Ruggles in the game.
Money. The last one was iffy on its way out, just snuck inside the upright. And Ruggles leaves no doubt. Good snap, good hold, and good times in Chapel Hill right now as Mack Brown's Tar Heels are back on top.
20-17. Noah Ruggles, couple of field goals. And maybe James has a little bit of redemption after he had a chance to win it on a couple of occasions last week against Virginia Tech. Jonathan Kim came out with the first field goal attempt from 52 yards away for North Carolina, but Ruggles has made the last two. One to tie the game at 17, and here in the fourth, just a moment ago, to take the lead 20-17. That'll be an incomplete pass to Aaron Young. 20-17 in the fourth with 6:55 to go on the clock. Tom Wormy, James Bates, Kelsey Wingard on the sidelines. Eric Kendall, our producer, Lonnie Dale, our director, and our talented production staff with you from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of Tar Heel football since 1927. Harris backpedals. Incomplete. And now he's misfired on his last 6 throws in a row. And it's 3rd and 10.
Trying to set up that screen. Nothing there, though. Good job by Mack Brown's defense. You know, we made a big deal about this rivalry and being on the wrong end of it if you're a Carolina fan, losing 3 in a row to Duke. But it's the entire state of North Carolina where they've lost 9 straight. So much on the line in this game and so much time to go. Starting to put it together and make some noise here in Kenan Stadium. Hoping to get a big stop here on 3rd and 10 now.
The pass is behind Calhoun. And 4th down for Duke.
The drop earlier said we had to have it from the receiver for the quarterback, Quentin Harris, and this is on the quarterback. This is, again, you saw it earlier. Remember the play that Gimmel made? Run it down and break it up. You got to lead your guy, give him a chance. He's got some space, and you're going to get a 1st down across the middle. And middle of the field should be the easy throws for the quarterbacks, but for whatever reason, it's been quite an adventure for the senior quarterback here tonight. Huge stand by the defense after the score.
Newsom, the deep man, had a punt return TD at Syracuse last year in a double OT loss at the Dome for North Carolina. Just wanted the fair catch and made it. At about the 21-yard line. Well, they got the lead right now. Last week, an epic 6 overtime marathon at Virginia Tech coming up just short against the Hokies. Longest game in the history of the conference. This is Javonte Williams, very close to the marker, needed the 31-yard line. We got 9 or 10 on the rush, Singleton the tackle. And how about Javonte Williams tonight? 18 carries, 99 yards for Williams. Came in as the leading rusher for the Tar Heels with 3 touchdowns on the season and averaging over 75 yards rushing per game. He's well beyond his season average per game.
That's 75.6, good enough for 6th in the ACC, and splitting time back there with Michael Carter.
Javonte Williams. Again, he's close to a 1st down. He is able to get to the line to gain with 10 yards on the rush.
Do it again and again and again. You've got Serenord off. With the injury, McSwain coming into the game right now. Until they show you they can stop it, keep giving that rock to Javonte Williams. The linebackers for Duke have got to step up in those holes and meet someone rather than catching.
3 times over 100 yards rushing for Williams this season. He got hit right at the 40-yard line by Hayward in a loss of 1. Also lost his lid.
He tries to take it off the edge there, off tackle. And a good job, better job here by the defense. And that's an excellent job by Hayward. Shaka Hayward, you see him there quickly in position, good read. Sets that edge, and his buddy's there to help him out quick with the whistle as the helmet comes off.
Javonte Williams went over 100 yards rushing at Georgia Tech and against South Carolina, both wins. Howell uncorks it down the sideline to the 20-yard line. And caught by Corrales. 41 yards on the hookup.
Nothing gets the freshman rattled. Pressure right here trying to get the victory bell. Don't worry about it. Nice and smooth back there. Clean pocket. And look at it. With good coverage by the defensive back, he drops it right in there for Corrales. The sweet little dime drop down for Bo Corrales, and it's Bo time one more time from Sam Howell.
Second and third effort. Javonte Williams for 6 yards. Shaka Hayward on the tackle for Duke. What an evening for Javonte Williams. 21 carries, 114 yards. Serenord back into the game. Was shaken up a few plays ago. He's back in.
Well, they're going to need him and then some right now to stop this bleeding there coming from the backfield of North Carolina. Javonte Williams, the sophomore, on fire.
To the end zone on second down. Incomplete. De'Ami Brown tried to twist and take it in. Michael Carter the second with Brown defensively.
This time he just tries to put it up high for him, and one more drop. We've talked about those drops. Here's it's concentration. That's a touchdown. That should be it. That should be a tough one on Duke. Now you've got 2 scores. Instead, it's 3rd down and 4. But a nicely thrown football by Sam Howell, giving his receiver one more try. Nothing doing.
1 for 1 in the red zone with a field goal for North Carolina. Second best in the red zone in the league. Over the middle. Incomplete. Garrett Walston defended by Marquise Waters. No flags on the play. 4th down.
Again, they go for Walston late in the game. And again, he's going to have a good route. And he's tied up. I mean, those white gloves, too. It's not like you're hiding there in those jerseys. Everybody can see it, slowing him down just enough where he can't reach that ball. It's laid out there in front of him. Instead, it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 4.
And their first attempt on 4th down of the game. Howell back to pass. Inside the 5. Daz Newsome has the catch. Down at the 4. First and goal, 9 yards on the play.
There's Daz, number 5. Look at that crisp route. He breaks it off. He knows he's going to take a shot, goes down and secures that football. It's all that matters, and it's a bullet thrown by Sam Howell right there. Low for his wide receiver to go down and get it. Big time connection there, and it's a 1st down and goal and a chance to make it a 2-score game.
Ruggles field goal earlier in the quarter put them up 2017. 1st and goal, Tar Heels. The handoff.
Ball's out.
Ball on the turf. Duke has the football. It's Hayward. Javonte Williams was the runner. The ball came out. Shaka Hayward covers.
First and goal. Williams goes airborne and is just punched out. Can't get a number there, but as the dust settles, it's Hayward who curls it up. Was it Rumpf that came over and knocked it down? Damage is done. You think that you're going to put a big old hit on him instead? Look out. Duke with one more chance now.
North Carolina with a chance to potentially put it away late in the 4th. Deion Jackson for 9 yards.
Quickly right back over the ball. Carolina wasn't set.
Calhoun made the catch, but he ran into Dominique Ross. 3rd turnover of the game for North Carolina. What can Duke do with it? With 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. North Carolina up 2017. The difference is the 40-yard field goal by Ruggles in this quarter. Harris. That past the 20. He got 3. Blue Devils have 3 timeouts with which to work here in the final moments of this quarter. Blitz came. Harris couldn't get rid of the football. It was Gimmel on the blitz.
Gimmel admittedly had a rough week against Virginia Tech in the loss last weekend. He's been so big time after time here tonight. On the blitz, hits the ground, pops right up in the effort to run down Harris from behind and force him to use this timeout. Watch him. Here he comes up over the top of the would-be blocker going low. And the hustle here late in the fourth quarter by 44. That was a heck of a play.
On third down, out to Calhoun. He gets toppled near the 25.
Clock will stop. He gets out of bounds, but well shy of that first down marker. One more play by Jay Bateman's defense.
Is this for the game right here with 1:51 on the clock? 1 for 1 on fourth down. 4th and 3. Harris to the 30. First down. Gray gets away. And he's up to the 44-yard line. Surratt with the tackle. And now Duke 2 for 2 on fourth down. And that preserves the game.
Hanging in there in the protection. They pick up the bodies up front on the offensive line for Harris, and they go to the Warrior, Noah Gray, the defensive end, or the tight end for the first.
And now a long pass by Harris. Down near the 10 and broken up, but a flag is out. There are 2, now 3 flags on the field. Aaron Young defended by Greg Ross. 3 penalty markers on the deep pass.
Defensive pass interference, number 10. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So immediately after the first down pickup, Ross, he's beat. That's all he can do is save that touchdown and live to play another down. Better than be at the 40 than in the end zone.
Harris takes off. A yard or so. Strobridge makes the tackle. Give him 2 officially.
And I'm telling you, Greg Ross, he kept hopes alive for North Carolina, though, because he was burnt. He recovers and knocks it down, gets the flag, keeps him in front anyway.
Blue Devils trying to extend a 3-game winning streak in the series and playing for the victory bell. That's incomplete. Looking for Strobridge, got a piece of it.
You see the pressure. Cater, I believe there in the middle, goes up and good job, mirror technique, forcing a 3rd and 8 now.
Blue Devils pick up the blitz, the throw to the 31-yard line. Scott Bracey. So the ball at the 31 now.
It's just short, it looks like. Bracey breaks it off. Comes back for that football like he should, but it's going to come back, and he broke the route off right there. First down yardage, but coming back to be aggressive and catch that ball. Came back behind the stick. So another 4th down. This one not quite as far to go, but still, or it's ball game.
Harris trying to get it.
Nope.
Helmet came off. Flags are out. There are penalty markers on the play. Penalty markers on the play, and Harris lost his helmet. He appeared to be short on the rush, but let's sort out the flag.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They stuffed him. Look at the middle right there. Attack getting down underneath. And there you see just trying to make something happen. Was it Cater reaching through there, just trying to get a piece of the quarterback. And it just so happened he grabs the face mask, rips the helmet off. And look at us now. Under 50 to go.
3 for 3 in the red zone tonight for Duke. Working without timeouts. No gain. Quentin Harris, the senior quarterback, will spike it on second down. 30 seconds on the clock. The only points in this quarter, a 40-yard field goal from Ruggles for North Carolina to make it 2017. We had 3 touchdowns and a field goal in the third quarter. Told you about A.J. Reed, who's 1 for 1 in the game and 9 for 9 on the season. He made a 23-yarder in the first quarter. 3rd and 10. Harris passed near the 5. Scott Bracey inside the 5 for Duke.
Clock will stop to reset, and now here it goes again, and they'll kill it right now with a good job here in 2-minute offense to be over that ball and ready to snap it and spike it. Here's Bracey one more time. Back shoulder throw, concentration, and lunging forward. Now you've got a first down and goal. How about the pass? Quentin Harris has struggled a little bit at times through the air, but not right here. Not going down to the wire in the rivalry game. 2nd and goal.
Harris to the end zone looking for Bracey, and it's broken up. DeAndre Hollins, and there's a flag on the play.
Defensive pass interference, number 115. That's an automatic first down.
Flag against the Tar Heels, James.
You've seen a lot of it, them fighting back and forth throughout the night. And here, he's wrestling him down. It's
Harris. They toss it near the goal line, and it looked like North Carolina picked it off. Chaz Surratt. Surratt with the interception. Just 14 seconds on the clock.
They tried to do a similar to a Tim Tebow little jump pass, but instead of the quarterback, it's with the running back, and he throws it right into the belly of the leading tackler, big playmaker, Chaz Surratt. Look at the reaction to go down and get it, look it in. I mean, how many guys just knocked that down? Chaz Surratt tips it to himself, secures it, and Carolina's going to win this football game.
First interception of the season, Surratt. Jackson was trying to find Gray. Howell will take the knee. North Carolina has won the victory bell. The final seconds off the clock, and they will bring it to their side of the field. The 3-year ownership of the bell for Duke is over. 2017, North Carolina wins it. In 2015, they beat Duke 66-31. They've done it again today to get the bell back. as we go down to Kelsey standing by with Mack Brown.
Coach Brown, I know what this game was for you. These are the moments that you came back for, and I know how much it means that you're able to watch your kids celebrate as they go over there to the victory bell. Just take me through what you're feeling.
Duke played so well. We had chances to put it away last week at Virginia Tech, and we didn't. We had a chance to win at Clemson, and we didn't. We had our chance to put it away tonight, and we didn't. And we came back and won. So great for these kids.
Take me through just this last drive. You guys turning the ball over down there, them driving the field, and if anybody, Chad Surratt coming up and making the play for you guys.
Well, we had the 4th and 4, and we felt like 3 really didn't help us because they could tie with a field goal, but they win with a touchdown. So we were going to be aggressive and go get the score. And then probably our safest ball carrier fumbles the ball at the 1. But again, give Duke credit for continuing to fight. But this could be a big step forward for us. Proud of the kids.
What can a win like this do for you guys going forward?
Gives you the step forward. They've had so many like this they've lost when they win one. Good for them.
And, Coach, what about the environment? A sellout crowd, a rivalry game. These fans showed up for you guys, and you deliver a huge win in front of them.
Yeah, it's fun. Packed house. Virginia's already sold out next week. Virginia's got a great team. It should be a great game again. But Carolina football is back to being fun again. It's full. Look at these students.
I know, they're going crazy, Coach. I know your players got to ring the victory bell. It's your turn now. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
Kelsey, thank you so much. Yes, they host Virginia next week in the South's oldest rivalry, but more importantly, still alive in the Coastal race with a 3-2 record now. And with the victory, Mack Brown is the all-time winningest coach in the history of North Carolina football. That is win number 73 for Coach Brown. So Virginia will be the opponent at home next week for North Carolina after a thrilling victory, 20-17. We've got Pittsburgh against Georgia Tech for you next Saturday, 4 Eastern on Fox Sports South and your regional sports networks. Once again, for James Bates and Kelsey Wingert and our outstanding production crew, I'm Tom Worby saying so long from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. The Tar Heels defeat the Blue